Hey, what's going on again? What's up? I just really want to jump into the second video. I really want to talk about um, the status of black boys, or you want to say young men, but really black boys. I know a lot of people have been really getting on the man, and men need to be accountable, and you gotta believe me, man. And there's a lot of men. I get on a lot of black men too, but in the same way, you have to kind of think about the there's a deeper interconnect, and there's a lot of people that touch a little bit of it about it, but it's not really being talked about, especially on the women side of the coin. Now, there are a few women that did touch about it, but not a lot of light. But when you think about it, um, you know, there's a lot of a lot of young black boys that's raised in single parent household with majority women present, a strong woman influence. Um, that are single, they don't have a man of their own. And the thing about it, you have a lot of boys that are when they're raised with no strong or type of real heavy male, alpha male present. I ain't talking about just a male, but an alpha male, a male that really take care of his business. And if he's looking at just bunch of males that's basically lazy as shit, dope boys, they really don't have really responsibilities. They disrespect women. They have multiple women. Then that's the energy where that little boy is going to be going into. But at the same time, um, a lot of women, they don't look at their sons as childs. You know, um, it's like a mentally wiffle ball. You know how you hit the ball and it kind of just goes around and round, but you just keep hitting it to go round and round. That's where the psyche of the black boys are, in some instincts, some uh, integral part of society, and they're very neglected. When you think about it, you got a lot of programs, a lot of black girls magic. You got a lot of different things that cater to black women and black girls, and you have almost like a negative blame to black men, but you have a non-existent discussion about black boys, and that is where the problem is. This is where you get a generation of a lot of fuck boys right now, because you got a lot of boys that they never knew really how to be a man. Some of them, um, when you're young, when you're like I always tell people, like, um, when you a lot of boys, you got a lot of boys that that growing up and all through their life they were told that they're men. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get into society, they tell you, no, you're not a man. You're a boy and you're a child. Now mentally, you just basically, from all those years of treating that young black boy as almost like a man, even though he's a child, but you treat him like he's like a non-child. Basically, just got destroyed by society itself, saying no, you're a child, even though he should assume his position as being a man and being an alpha male. Totally destroyed that mental. So then you get to the point, that's when you got a lot of young boys or young men have somewhat of an animosity towards women, or they have a predication of a jealousy of women, like it's more easier to be a woman than be a man, so I don't need responsibility. And that's where the feminization of the black man, or I say the black boys, because that's really where they're actually targeted as boys. And that's really where the psyche of you get a lot of almost like deadbeat type fuckboy type of dudes, um, just not giving the care, and especially not really protecting the black women. You know what I'm saying? In a way, because it's almost like an envy and almost of a venom anger towards anguish towards it. And a lot of people don't really look at that, um, the neglection of a neglect of the black boy. Like I said, black boy is basically tossed to the wayside. You got a lot of people don't even talk about a black boy, and everybody talking about, they need to rate. Are they? Well, first let them be a child. All right, let them be a child. Cause once they know what, like, a child is going to emulate their role model. They're going to emulate to what they want to be in the role position of when they get older into adulthood. That's what first they need to be a child. That's where they need to be taught. They need to know this. Okay, this is what men do. This is what women do. This is how I interact with your mother. You know what I'm saying? This is your mother interacts you with this way, but I'm gonna interact you with this way. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of it's like a check and balance. But at the same time, you're you're not protecting the boys, but you're showing them what a man is, an alpha male is. And I know you got a lot of single mothers or a lot of women out there that in American society, because it's not really going on in other societies. This is only an American thing. Um, some even European have some things to do, but in some instinct, some European women will kind of let the man take the lead on that. Um, in other places as well. But in American society, it's almost like reverse. Um, but it's not technically reversed in other groups of racial groups, because you got other racial groups. The man's still in a position of power that in our group, a man don't really have the position of power. I mean, we somewhat did 40, 50, 60 years ago, even under the oppression of white supremacy, organized racism, but there was some type of respect and a partnership and admiration and love and dedication with the both sexes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of women have to be accountable. I think women need to be accountable too, because you guys could kind of change the some of the vibes, saying, okay, I'm not going to be fucking him and him and him. I'm going to be celibate, or nobody ain't gonna get it, and that will force men to start looking at themselves. Okay, the women here is not giving out no more. They want to be married. But they want us to lead. So that will force men into a self-valuation of each other and themselves to now get better, so they can pursue the women. Cause now they feel like, okay, I have a ride or die woman. Like, but she's going hard for me in all the right reasons. That I need to go hard for her for all the right reasons. So it's a lot of accountabilities on both sides, but it's also too the root and causes also come back to the black boys, and that's where nobody's not really um, discussing, and that's where the genders of the black man and black woman is so warped, because it kind of stems from the childhood, and when they come and then when they get to adulthood, their entire mental is shot. And shout out to Miss Ashley Dubs, because she and Mr. Jason Black, they actually touched on this, and this is actually Omar Johnson actually touched on it. I know everybody want to try to discredit him, but even he talked about the black boys and the neglect and almost of a throwaway of the black boys. So yeah, that's definitely where I want to drop in. And that's gonna be something I'm gonna definitely want to advocate a little bit more. Because right now nobody's not discussing black boys at all. I mean, when the only time when you gotta discuss black boys, they're already it's too late. They're already in prison or they already been killed. So that's no reason to even talk about it. It's a waste now. That life has been extinguished. So whatever path that young man could have maybe took and is no longer available. So um, definitely just sit back and really evaluate ourselves and really start talking about some things that both sides dropping. Because I think both sides dropped this ball. And this is a ball that a lot of black people is not facing because, in the ISIS paper, and, rest in peace to Mrs. French Cress Wilson, she talked about this extensively about black boys. You know what I'm saying? It's always been about black boys. White supremacists already knew it's about black boys. That's how they that's how they destroyed all the indigenous people, and not just in America, but all over the world. They destroyed indigenous people. It's all about the boys. It's all about boys, and it's all about the man. All right, case closed. I'll hit you guys later. All right, one.